Boom. Yep. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Tracy, Willie checking in your check. I don't know what's going on. Welcome to Pure Abundance. We in here uplifting the whole vibration on the planet. So this is a very important video, and I have a very impeccable story to share with you. So please stay tuned to listen to that story. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's run it up. So, no destination. We are eternal love. All that good shit. You are not your environment. You or we are not the companies that you decide to help if you do. We're going to focus on this right here. Boom. We're going to focus on that. Alright, we're going to focus on that. You are not your environment. You are not your current situation. Boom and boom. So let's focus on the first one. I mean, they both the same thing, because your current situation is your current environment, right? Your current situation is your current environment. And I want to share something with y'all too about the word current. All right? We know current and current just means a whole lot of things. You got currency, as in money, and like money that goes around, right? Like energy. You got currents in the oceans, right? What's a current in the ocean? You know what it is? If for those of you who don't, a current in the ocean is when the ocean is pulling you in a certain direction. So you have currents in the air. It could be air currents. So just like wave currents, you could have air currents. You have currents in the electricity currents. The ability for you to flip the switch and for the light to go on, that's current. And then you have currently, what's happening. So please understand that nothing is final, bruh. Go watch that video I posted on what's happening with the infinity sign. You see that? The infinity sign. So current, you can envision it as this. Oh, that is not an infinity sign. But it is though. But it was standing up type shit. It's like a sideways 8, right? Boom. So where's the beginning and where's the end? There's no beginning, there's no end. That's why it's infinite, right? It never stops, right? What's this? A current. This is currency. This is energy. Excuse me. This is current. So you are not your current situation. You are not your current environment. And this video was inspired by somebody I truly love. You know who you are. You are not your current environment. So don't look around and be influenced by what's going on around you. At least if it's negative. You can take it and make it positive. Like, so you in your environment and you don't like where you live, you don't like none of that. Like, we got to get out of that. We got to change our perception and first appreciate where we at. Appreciate that we have know that we are doing better than a lot of people. A lot of people wish that they were in our environment. You feel me? And once you establish that and you are at one with your environment, then you can tell yourself, I am not this environment. This environment is not even me. So I create what this environment is. I tell this environment what it is. I tell this environment how I want to let it affect me. So by you switching your mental to that point, you're going to start making adjustments, and then your environment will start matching how you feel on the inside. Slowly but surely. We all have a lot of work to do, so get to it yesterday. So you are not your current situation. You are not your current environment. Again, current is not final. Nothing on this planet, not even trees who just stand there and don't move, is final and still and don't move. I just said it. They move. The wind blows them. They grow from a seed to a big ass tree. Like, that's a lot of that's happening. Nothing just stays. Like, even when a person get hella old, like, they don't just stand there and just look at you. You feel me? Like, do y'all get what I'm saying? We are all happening. We got to know that and know that nothing is final. You are creation. You are creating. So you are not your current environment. You are not your current situation. So about that story I had to share with y'all, right? Based on this topic too, you are not your current situation. You are not your current environment. It's up to you how you want to feel about stuff. You determine how you let stuff affect you. You are the filter. You are the generator. Stuff comes through you, and then you put out how you let it affect you. Again, somebody say something negative to me. Boom, I'm the filter. I'm the generator. I say how it affected me, and then it goes out. Somebody say, Tracy, you got a big-ass nose. Oh, yeah, I got a big-ass nose. I can smell all the bullshit. Boom. That's how I filtered that. You feel me? I made it positive. Now, see, a lot of people who filter it and put out negativity, and negativity just keep coming back to them. So let's talk about the story, right? Boom. The story I want to share with y'all, and some of y'all probably heard of it. If you have, go ahead and comment down below. Let people know you heard about it. Let's talk about it. So I really want to start like a whole conversation. Bro, I can't lie, bro. I really want to reach out to as many people as I possibly can. So just fuck with me, you feel me? But a lot of y'all, I'm certain that have heard about this story. You feel me? If you heard, let's talk about it. So the story is about 12 kids. 5 and then, yeah, imagine both 5s and then 2. About 12 kids who got stuck in a cave. Let me stop playing, man. It's about 12 kids who got stuck in a cave in Chile. And you go look the story up. It's on YouTube right now. One of them got 2 million views, and another got almost a million views. So kids, right? I'm gonna break down the story real quick. 12 kids, they all play soccer. They have a coach. One of the kids' birthday, and it's time to go home. They live in Chile. It's a very small area, and they rode their bikes to practice. So there was one kid on the team who was always asking to go inside the cave, and the coach is always telling them no. But on his birthday, the kid was convinced the coach to have them go inside the cave, and he's like, you know what? Let's do it. Excuse me. He said, you know what? Let's do it, right? So he goes and put them in the cave. They all go in the cave. They put their bike on the side of the road. They go in the cave, and this cave was like I think a tunnel to lead to somewhere else, and they probably smuggled drugs and some other shit through that bitch, or I don't know. Y'all got to do y'all research on the cave. But either way, this is a very legit cave. It's a long cave. You know, it's a real cave to get you somewhere. But they just wanted to go in there and explore, right? So they all go in there. The coach, remember, he initially didn't even want to do it. And then he decided to do it because it's the kid's birthday. How celebrating can be a curse again, huh? Go watch that video I just did. So on celebrating can be a curse. So let's go back into it, right? They all park their bike on the side of the street, and they all going into the cave now. Now that they're in the cave, the unthinkable happens. It starts raining. And this is why raining is a negative in a situation like this. Because they're in a cave, and the cave goes a lot of up and downs. You know, it's a lot of and a lot of different little ups and downs. So with that being said, in those ups and downs, when it rains, water floods those bypasses. Water floods those areas for you to go through. So now they can't get out. And these kids cannot swim. None of them. Don't quote me on that. But most of them cannot swim. Quote me on anything else I say about this story, though. Unless I tell you, don't quote me on it. So, right. They all stuck in the cave, and it starts raining. So it starts to get floods in different areas. And they're in an area where it's not getting flood to the top. Like, it's enough space. But they can't go back. They can keep going, but they're going to end up in another area type shit. But even that side is getting flooded because it's raining everywhere. So they just in an area where they just hoping that bitch don't get filled up all the way to the top. You get what I'm saying? But they sitting good, though. I'm not there, but this is how they explain the story. Go look it up. So they in there, and they sitting down now. So y'all see their current situation? Y'all see their current environment? They're in a situation where they're like, nigga, bruh, why did we come in here? You get what I'm saying? So here's what happens. So they in there, right? For one day. They in there for 2 days. They in there for 3 days. And in that process, in that process, people are trying to help them. You got the people, the government of Chile come in, and they trying to help them, and they got trucks, and they got these trucks with these big ass pumps and hoses that they pumping out all the water with. But in that process, in that process of them pumping out the water, it just keeps raining and rain, and bruh, it was not raining before they went in. And it just keeps raining and raining and raining. And days go by, the rain would stop, they would pump water out. Rain fall down again. Like, these kids can't get out. 3 days go by, 4 days go by, 5 days go by. Everybody's getting involved now. If you got other areas coming to help, trying to see what they can do. You got other countries hearing about this on the news. What? They've been in there for a week? Oh, now a week and a day now, a week and 2 days now. Everybody want to tune in and tap in. And what? Are they still alive in there? 2 weeks going by now, 3 weeks going by now. All these kids' families is outside the cave right now. You feel me? So then about 4 weeks go by, right? We approaching 30 days, right? And about 3 to 4 weeks going by, and now they got the Navy SEAL getting in contact, coming out to Chile and trying to help. Like I'm saying, everybody try to help, bro. There's 12 kids in there and a grown-ass man, you feel me? And they stuck, and it's been weeks, nigga. We don't know what is going on in there. We don't even know if we should go. Nah, we all better go save them. So look, right? The Navy SEAL comes, right? And they were able to squeeze in through the nooks and crannies and everything, and they were able to see the kids. Now, with that being said, let me back up a little bit. The Navy SEAL people took letters from the parents and gave letters to the kids and stuff like that. So the Navy SEAL, sealed it up or whatever, and then they got to swimming and diving in that thing, and then they got to the they got to the coach, and they gave him the letters. And listen to how uplifting these parents were. Instead of the parents being upset and mad at the coach, they were uplifting him, telling him, thank you, we know everything is going to be okay, keep up the good spirits, all that. Can you believe that the Navy SEAL got to the people, got to the coach, and got to the kids, and they were all alive and breathing? And I'm going to emphasize on that in a second. I just want to finish the story. So they get to the kids, boom, boom, boom. They all alive. The Navy SEAL is like, all right, who wants to go first? Like, we got to start trying to get y'all back, you feel me, before it keeps raining and it should get worse. None of them can swim. So they all like, damn, like, how we going to get them out of here, you feel me? So believe it or not, they got to the point where they literally had to inject these kids and put them to sleep. And then zip their asses up in a zip-tight bag where the water can't get through them, through the areas where it's underwater. You feel me? So that's impeccable in itself. That's another story on just how to be resilient and never give up. But we're gonna focus on the current situation, right? So shout out to the Navy SEALs for being able to take all those kids out one by one after spending 30 days in the cave with no food and no water. Now they had water from the caves, but they wasn't drinking that water. They probably drank water from certain areas in the cave, you feel me? So they had some type of water, you can say. So I know I said no food and no water, but again, all right, don't quote me on that one. I know for sure they didn't have no food, but about the water, you gotta look at the video again. It's been a minute. So, right, all the kids got out, the parents, celebrating, everything is all good, right? How the fuck were they able to survive 30 days in there, bruh? Nah, for real. How were they able to survive 30 years in there? Bro, there's hella people who's locked up who are still flourishing and becoming better. I know niggas who got locked up a certain way and came out intelligent. A lot of them. So, to circle back with everything, you are not your current situation. You are not your current environment, y'all. Those guys in there, when the coach was asked, what the fuck did you do to keep these kids alive? His response was meditation. They meditated. Now, I'm not telling you to meditate for 30 days and don't eat, though that would be ideal. It's not a bad idea. I'm trying to get y'all to understand. He was stressing to them that you are not your current situation. You are not your current environment. They was probably eating good mentally. They could envision food and eat it mentally. They can, that sounds a little outlandish, I know, but literally, like, what y'all think this virtual reality shit is? Like, y'all see these kids and see these companies making this virtual reality where you just put on these big-ass shades and it's a big-ass screen and you feel like you're there. Well, I'm telling you, you are the first technology, nigga. Like, you can sit down and close your eyes and envision any single thing and just lock in on it and be specific with it and live there. And you can literally experience those emotions and manifest situation or environment that's very similar to what you was envisioning. That's the power of thought. Thoughts travel. Thoughts have vibrations. Thoughts move hella fast and they have a vibration. You can weigh thoughts. They heavy as hell too. They're not heavy as hell, but they heavy too. They have weight on them. So what I'm trying to get y'all to understand is that the coach was telling these boys that you are not your current situation. You are not your current environment. Relax, breathe, just stay calm. Keep breathing, meditate. I love you. You are loved. You are guided. You are appreciated. Things are working in your favor. You are flourishing. You are becoming your greatest version. I know he wasn't saying all that, but that's the type of energy and the type of vibes that he was getting these young men. And because of that, they all came out alive. So to my loved one that's watching this, I'm here to let you know that you are not your current environment. You are not your current situation. Just because you're experiencing something does not mean you have to, because you can do more damage than you can do help for yourself. Imagine if those kids was paying attention to what was really happening. Just imagine, for real, for real. And that doesn't mean that they were out of tune with reality. Nigga, they knew they was stuck in a cave and there was a great chance they was going to die. They knew that. Because they knew that, and because the coach knew that, they knew that, because his ass know too, nigga, what's his job in this current moment? Current moment is to let these kids know that this is a current situation. Like, we are bigger than this. You feel me? So shout out to that coach. Shout out to the Navy SEALs for coming and helping. Shout out to the moms for being uplifting to the coach. And shout out to everybody who was able to help that situation. Everybody pumping out the water. This happened a while ago too. Not too long ago, but some time ago. Shout out to everybody who benefited to the solution of those kids being free. And I'm very thankful that that coach said yes to that child to go in that cave, for allowing me to present my loved ones with a video focusing on the same topic to help you go to the next level, the highest level, upward. No direction, but we going to the high level. We're going, whichever direction is up, we're going there. We reaching high levels. We raising our frequency. So you are not your current environment. You are not your current situation. You determine how you're going to come out. And with that being said, I love y'all. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. We are going to reach people in our sleep because we claimed it. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Tracy, Willie checking out your check. I don't know what's going on. You are not your current environment. You are not your current situation. You determine how you let things affect you. I love you.